can we get a little, I don't even know if this will work because it's very filled, but a little stir? Like, oh my gosh, that's literally beautiful. Hello, it's Tiny Tay and I'm back today with another day of Vlogmas. I am so happy that you guys are tuning in into yet another day of me and my shenanigans. If you are new here, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. We would love to have you in my family. And if you're returning, hi, welcome back. I have missed you. Happy Sunday to everyone. As you can tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video, I am super excited. I absolutely love boba. There is some boba places in my area, but they are quite expensive. So of course, I wanted to try it on my own and see if I could take on the challenge. From what I have gone over, I think the hardest part of this will be like boiling the tapioca balls correctly for me, because I just never know when like when it's right. Like I need someone to be there and like, oh yeah, like those are good tapioca balls. But since I'm by myself, we'll just wing it. So to begin, you need tapioca balls. So I just got the plain kind. And I got these from the Vietnam market. The next type of tapioca balls I got is taro tapioca balls, because I couldn't find taro tea anywhere and I was like, okay, well, let's just try this. And this last one I got is already brown sugar flavored tapioca balls, even though I'm making my other tapioca balls brown sugar flavor. If they don't turn out, I know that these ones will, because they are already brown sugar flavored. Apparently these ones take 5 minutes and these ones take 3 minutes, and these ones can take up to however long because there's no directions on these ones. So I'm just gonna cook these regularly like everyone else does on their videos about how to make these. So we want to start by filling up our pan. So we want to start by putting 6 parts water to 1 part tapioca balls. So I'm gonna do 1 part tapioca balls for these, and then 2 parts tapioca balls for this kind. Okay, so I watched a video that gave some pretty good advice, I think, on how to cook them, so hopefully these turn out well. One of the things they said was, don't pour the tapioca balls in until the water is boiling already. Okay, so while our water is boiling, we are going to get our pearls ready. I watched a video that said to be sure to separate the tapioca pearls into a different container to make sure that they are not sticking together first. It also said to not put the balls into the water . This video also said to not put the pearls into the water until the water is at a rolling boil. So, but it says these ones cook in 5 minutes, so I'm kind of scared, but we'll see. Okay, so if any of you are nosy as I am, you probably want a close-up on the balls. So these are the taro ones. These are the brown sugar flavored ones. And these are the regular ones that I'm going to make brown sugar flavored. And if any of you wanted a closer look at the brands I used, it's that one. These are the same brand, but I accidentally cut the top off. And then this one doesn't say much. I think it's just a generic tapioca ball. Okay, so I'm gonna drop them in. it said to stir them and then let them cook for 10 to 12 minutes until they're floating and look like the gushy pearls that look like. But these ones are the instant kind, so kind of just winging it, and that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this one because they're floating now. So what I'm gonna do is prepare my cold water so that I can be ready to let those rest. Okay, so finally these ones are ready to go in. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that these ones are done or are getting there because the purple is starting to, or the tea I should say, is starting to color the water and they're getting really soft. So I'm going to strain these and let them rest over cool water. So this is what they look like. I really don't know if I did it right. I'm guessing, I'm hoping so. Okay, so these ones on this side are huge. Oh my gosh. Those are some big bobas. So these babies are taking their sweet, sweet time, but they're finally starting to float, so yay! Okay, so I think that these are done, I think. So I'm gonna strain them and put them under cold water. Okay, so now we are going to get our brown sugar mixture ready so that I can add the black boba and the purple, the taro boba, into the brown sugar mixture and get them all yummy. The package, the lady did say that the balls themselves are flavored, so if I want additional flavor I can put them in the syrup mix as well, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm just gonna put our taro boba into, then I'm gonna strain our brown boba, then I'm going to put it in there. Ooh, boom. Okay, so for our brown sugar mixture we're going to do 2 cups of water, and 2.5 cups of dark brown sugar because I want mine really sweet. So then we're going to put that on. Then we're going to stir until it thickens. Honestly, this boba has been cooking for quite a while and I can't tell if it's ready yet. It's not floating to the surface, so I'm really unsure, but oh boy, I hope it comes out good. It is softening up a bit, so I'm really just not sure. Okay, so our brown sugar mixture is definitely ready, but I'm going to transfer it into a new pot because I realized the tapioca pearls in here, it's going to overfill. Then I'm going to give it some time to heat back up again. Okay, so I'm going to assume that these pearls are done now. They're looking very boba-esque, so I'm just going to turn them off because I don't want to overcook them and I really don't know what I'm doing, and it's been like 25 minutes, so yeah, don't want to mess up. Okay, so this is the boba after I drained it. Just going to put it in there. Okay, so I just brought down the heat on it a little bit, and now I'm going to add in my pearls. I don't know if it makes a difference if you add them in all at once or what, so I'm going to do it separately just in case it does. And then it said to let that cook for 2 minutes, so I will let them get all yummy and pretty in there. So then it said to let this cook for 2 minutes. So I will let it get all yummy. So ultimately, I realized that I didn't have enough brown sugar to be able to put both or all three of the boba in their own brown sugar mixture. So what I did was mix in the taro flavored boba with the brown sugar flavored boba, and then I'm going to give them their own brown sugar mixture, and then I'm going to give the plain boba their own brown sugar mixture, and then I'll just store those like that because I was like, oh, I have brown sugar at home, and yeah, didn't prepare, so that's okay, we're going to make it work. After doing this, I realized that if I ever wanted to separate the black boba and the taro tea boba, it's no longer happening. So it's whatever. We're just vibing, honestly. Trial and error. That's what I'm chalking this up to be if it turns out bad. So it's about noon now. I've been on this boba expedition for longer than I would like to admit, but I'm getting really hungry, so I'm going to pop in some of these buffalo style chicken poppers that I got from Trader Joe's yesterday. Okay, so now this is definitely ready for me to add in the boba. Okay, so now I'm going to transfer the boba into this bowl and let it cool completely. While that's cooking, we're going to make our milk tea. So you're going to start with 2 cups of water. You want your water to be boiling, so I'm going to give it some time. I'm going to use black tea because why not? And then I'm going to let it sit in there for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients to make the milk tea. So since that's almost done, we are going to get our 1 cup of milk ready. The recipe called for whole milk. I'm using lactate milk, which is cow's milk, just without the enzyme. So you can use whatever milk you want. I'm sure almond milk would be fine. Then I'm going to add in the 1 cup of milk. Then calls for 1 cup of condensed milk, and I'm using sweetened condensed milk because I do not want mine to be gross. So it says to let that simmer for 2 minutes, and then you can either put it in the fridge or you can serve it hot. We are going to have ours iced. Okay, so while we wait for that to cool, let's try one of our buffalo chicken bites. I did spray them with oil before so that they'd be super crispy. They are really pretty. Hopefully they taste as good. These are super good. They are not very spicy at all. Literally like the faintest bit of spicy. Also really good crunch. Okay, so now that we have let our boba and milk tea cool for a bit, I realized that you're not supposed to put them in the refrigerator. And I was reading another like recipe vlog that basically was like, let them cool at room temp, which I obviously didn't do. So if it's ruined now, that would really suck, but hopefully it's not, because I really have 3 fun recipes that I want to do with you guys. So let's give them a stir or 2 and see how they're looking. If they're stuck together, that basically means they're ruined. I'm hoping they're not, so let's see. Okay, so they don't seem stuck together. I think we might be good. It said the way the recipe described it was that if it had clumps that were unable to be separated, your boba is probably not good. I think we're clump free. I mean, they seem to be separating fine to me. Although I guess I don't really know what I'd do if they were clumping together anyway, because we've already come this far, so like we probably just would have still used it. But honestly, I think we're good, and I just won't store them in the refrigerator. Although I did read something that said your boba should be used within like 3 days,
which obviously I didn't know before doing this, so I'm gonna try and make it stretch, because why not? You never know unless you try. Alrighty guys, so I got this new glass a few days ago, so it's only right we use it for our first boba recipe. And I got this new spoon at Target. I am so excited about it. I also got new ice cubes, but we'll save that for our next recipe. But let's start by spreading the boba around our cup. And then, let's be honest, would this even be a tiny tay recipe without caramel? I'm just going to add a little bit because I don't know how sweet the mixture already is. I haven't tried it. I'm trying it for the first time on camera with you guys, so I'm so sorry if this clinking hurts anyone's ears. I'm trying not to. Okay, so next we slowly pour in the milk tea. Oh my god, that's so pretty. I love when, like, it just takes over like that. When the creamer and the milk mixes. Okay, wow. That's a beautiful, beautiful boba, I'd say. You really can't see the bobas that I put in there. Oh gosh, I lifted it up, but you guys can't see, obviously, because you're not on my ceiling. But, okay, let's give her a try. Okay, so normally I know that you would drink boba with a straw, but since I don't really have any straws that are prepared for the size of these bobas, we're just gonna take it to the head. Cheers! Okay, I didn't even get any boba in that because I don't have a straw, but like, that is so good. Okay, what I will say is that the boba was ruined, in fact, by the fridge. I tasted the boba by itself and it's very hard and not squishy how it was earlier when I tried it when it was like boiling hot. Still really good. Since I made a literal ton of it, I'm still gonna finish it. But just so that you guys are aware, if you do make this, do not put it in the refrigerator. Do not be like me. Learn from my mistakes so that your boba can stay nice and squishy. Let's move on to our second boba recipe. Okay, so the recipe said to brew 3 tea bags for 4 minutes. Alrighty, it has been 4 minutes, so we're going to take out our bags. So the next thing you want to do is get a different cup and get a shaker if you have it. I don't have a shaker, so I'm just using a mason jar with the lid because, yeah. So first you want to add ice, and I'm using this ice that I got, well, I got the tray from Target.
I'm using this ice because I think it's going to look super cool, and because, I mean, it's the only ice I have right now.
Okay, so I feel like we have enough ice now. I'm going to pour some of the tea into there. Then you need 1 tablespoon of simple syrup, but I'm just going to use this because this is what I have and I know it'll be fine. So then you need either 1 cup of milk or heavy whipping cream. I don't want to use heavy whipping cream because the heavy whipping cream that I buy is very expensive. So I want to save it for when I actually need heavy whipping cream. And as you can imagine, yes, I spilled all of that on there, and there literally looks like there's no tea in there, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. So then I'm going to put my lid on it and shake it up. So then I'm gonna add ice. So then we pour in our shaken mixture. Wow, that was a beautiful pour. I'm a teeny bit hesitant about how this one will taste, so I'm going to add a little bit of French vanilla syrup. Okay, let's try her. Honestly, it's not bad. Definitely could have used just a little bit more boba, but it's very good. So this has a beautiful, like, faint, light, I guess, green tea taste to it. It's very just, like, delicate. Like, I know that sounds weird, but, like, it just tastes really do like this. I'm so excited and happy that I made this boba. I'm so excited that these are coming out well. We have one more recipe. It's a little bit more fun, but it's a little bit risky because, well, I don't really know what I'm doing completely yet. Okay, so this recipe calls for yet another shaker. So I'm going to use my Halloween mason jar because my other mason jars are in the dishwasher. So we're going to start by adding in some fruit. The first fruit I'm going to add in is pears. Also, now that I have this spoon, I'm literally never using my hands again. So, sorry if you guys ever want to see my hands because it's not happening. Then we're going to just like smash it just a little bit so that the juice basically comes out of them. I know that sounds weird, but so then you add a splash of orange juice, but I'm gonna use mango nectar because this is what I had at home and this is what I like. So then I'm going to add in green tea, but you can add in whatever kind of tea you like.
Then we are going to shake it. Just give it a little shake. Okay, honestly, it already looks so good. I can't wait to see what it tastes like with the boba.
So now I'm going to put some boba in a separate glass. Boom! It's in there. Okay, beautiful. Then you pour it over. Almost perfect fit there, but wow, that's beautiful. Let me give you guys a zoom in on that. Wow. Okay, also, can we get a little, I don't even know if this will work because it's very filled, but a little stir? Like, oh my gosh, that's literally beautiful. Okay, so let's test it out. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with how pretty, it's literally dripping. I'm obsessed with how pretty this is. Ooh, not bad. A bit bitter. Definitely could use just like a little bit of granulated sugar, even like liquid cane sugar to have it. But this is really nice, really refreshing. It would be really good if it wasn't literally 13 degrees outside and I could sit on my patio and enjoy it, but since that's not happening, I guess I'll have to enjoy it at home. If you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Please join us tomorrow for some more shenanigans. And if you've ever had boba tea or you really like boba tea, comment one of your favorite recipes or your favorite drinks to get. Thank you. Bye.